Welcome back, folks, to Let's Replay Stonekeep, and when last we left off, we grabbed a few things on this floor that we hadn't the first time round, and now we're ready to go down to the next floor, the second level of the ruins of Stonekeep. And unlike many of the other floors in the game, there are two sets of stairs that we can go down. There's this set of stairs and this set of stairs. We're going to be using this set of stairs first, and so we're going to head through this area and to the north of this level so that we can get there quickly. There are no more enemies here that we have to worry about, and there's only one drunk shark that's not going to attack us. And so it's just a matter of heading through some doors and reaching the stairs. We'll unlock the door with that key that we got from the two bigger sharks at the centre of this level. Getting off this floor is the end of the interactive demo of Stonekeep as far as I can remember. I did originally own the interactive demo CD. That's how I knew that I wanted to play this game, because I played through the demo. Here is the door, and we're going to unlock it with that key. The key is up here. And there it is. Excellent. And now we can head down to the second level of the ruins of Stonekeep. Here is where the game gets quite a bit tougher. There are some very difficult enemies here, and we won't be seeing the giant ants anymore. They've been replaced by two foes that are much more tricky to take care of. So let's go through this door and explore around very carefully. I'm sure we'll be absolutely fine. Hello?
Greetings. I am the Great Wahuka, or if you prefer, Wahuka the Great.
Hello? How are you? This...
Come closer, closer. I will not bite you.
Wahuka is a very important character in the game. You can attack Wahuka.
Come closer, closer. I will not bite you.
It is not a good idea. Let's go and say hello.
Greetings. I am the king of all goblins and fairies. You shall pay homage to me.
Hello, Wahuka. I've never seen anything like you before. What are you?
Fool. I am Wahuka the Great. Watch and learn. Pay attention to me.
How'd you do that?
Bah, you know nothing, but I can teach you. Return here with a precious offering, and I will share some of my infinite knowledge with you.
Wahuka is a character that we're going to be meeting quite a lot throughout the game. Wahuka is many things. As you saw there, Wahuka is very proficient with magic, something that we don't have any skill with right now. Wahuka also does have quite a lot of knowledge of the ruins of Stonekeep and the areas beyond Stonekeep, and if we find gems and give them to him, he will tell us some useful information. He'll also tell us some entirely useless information at times. Wahuka is also a bit of a liar, and by a bit of a liar, I mean he lies quite a lot. What he lied about there, I'm not going to tell you just yet. We'll find out soon enough. As I said, you could have attacked Wahuka there. It's really not a good idea, not in the short run or in the long run. We'll be getting both information and items from Wahuka that will be invaluable to us later. Wahuka was voiced by Bill Martin, who's had a lot of roles in his time. To name but a few, he was Korgan Bloodaxe in Baldur's Gate 2, he was one of the voices of Shredder in the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles TV series, and he was also the Nightmare King in Little Nemo Adventures in Slumberland. But I'll always remember him as Wahuka, a character that has stuck with me to this day. Now that we've met Wahuka, let's mark where he is on the map, because Wahuka doesn't go anywhere. Well, he's gone, but when he reappears, he'll reappear here. And if we have some gems, we can give them to him, and he'll be able to give us some advice. Gems have no real other purpose in the game, apart from one particular location much later on, and we'll have plenty of gems by then. let's go and have a look in here, shall we? But before we do, we're going to use the Orb of Afri here. The god contained within will be able to show us if there are any enemies on the other side. Reveal to me what is there! You can see a number of dots here. There are 3 Shaga there, and the Shaga on this floor are more dangerous than they were on the previous floor. There is also a light green dot. That is a new enemy. We have not seen an enemy that is a light green dot before. That is because this enemy is a serpent. The serpent will make its way here. We can throw an arrow, but 1 arrow won't be enough. 2 arrows, however, will. For this serpent. There are more dangerous serpents, and you don't want the serpents to get close to you, because they can poison you, among other things. Here is a rock. We can always do with more rocks. And here is one of those roots. We can always do with one of them. And here is a dart. It's a different kind of range-throwing weapon. We're probably not going to be using them that much. And what is here? A secret I always tended to find. It's our first gem. We'll be giving that to Wahuka later. And so it's time for us to head this way. And down to this door. There's a door around here for sure. It's a little bit further down, but it's definitely worth going in here. Time to use the Orb of Afri some more, and see if there are any enemies in here. Anyone in here? You can't use this if it's too close to you. There is definitely an enemy in here. You'll also notice that there is a white dot there. That is something that's very important, and we're going to be going there later. Let's just have a look at... aha! This is a slime. Slimes are very dangerous enemies. They also have the tendency to sometimes split into 2 different slimes, but arrows are pretty good against them. The slime will come back eventually. Come here, slime. I only have this arrow to throw at you. Come this way. Or maybe you won't. You're being very cautious. I'd be cautious as well. And there are no enemies there. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over to where you are and just throw this. Aha! You are dead. I don't know why the slime ran away. It really didn't help. And what is here? But yet another gem. Gems are always good to grab. There's another gem, another dart, and here are some chairs and a table. We'll destroy them, but I don't think there's any real reason to, because I don't think there's anything here. There's nothing here. We just destroyed them for no reason. And so, onwards we go. This way. We want to keep our health as pristine as possible, because we're going to need that health. This level is quite big. The area that it can occupy is no bigger than any of the other levels, but there's a lot more in this one. And now is a good time to save, I think, because you never know what might be around the corner. Most likely doom. Alright, we could go in this door, or we could go down this corridor. We're going to go into this area, and we're very quickly going to leave this area, because there are 2 serpents in this room. And one of them has stopped there. We really want them to head this way. We may actually come back here later, because there's a minor problem with that room. Those serpents are very tricky. One of them is there, and the other is also there. We could go in there and try and lure them closer in. Let's do that, actually. Come this way! Have you decided to move a bit further forward? You have! Excellent! You know what we can do now? We can throw things at you. Like all of these arrows that we have. Aha! Excellent. 1 arrow. And a second arrow. Just need to be a little bit careful. That was a miss. That's really not good. Got to aim a little bit more carefully. Aha! That missed again, didn't it? Yes, it did. Blast. We'll try again, don't worry. Aha! Excellent. One of them is dead. That's what we wanted to have happen. The problem is that that one is not going to move from that position yet, unless we go into here and very quickly leave. That will make the serpent move. The serpent moved to over here. Not the best place the serpent could go, because we can't really throw anything at that serpent. But we could move in and then throw something. Aha! Come this way! And we'll just very quickly move away. We were bit twice there. We lost 40 health. That was a lot of health that we lost. We want to very quickly throw another arrow at you, and then another arrow at you, and you are dead. Excellent. We wanted what was in here. We also wanted to defeat these serpents. Just grab these. What was in here that was worth all that effort? There is a pipe there. Do you remember what those pipes do? I think you do. And this time, it's even worse than it was before. This time, it summons a serpent rather than a giant ant. Fortunately, the serpents are going to stay in the middle of the room, which means that we can just throw things at them, which is handy. We'll actually grab the arrow that we threw at you. Have at thee! And you are dead. Excellent. Can we hit you with this one? Ha-ha! The answer is we can. Marvellous. You can throw those arrows a very long distance indeed. But what was in that dirt to make that worth it? The answer? Nothing. Sometimes you're not rewarded for doing things like that. Anything over here? The answer is no. All there was in here were a lot of enemies. And another serpent. We should probably get out of here. Good idea. Because there's another serpent there that's come to say hello. We'll also say hello. With an arrow that we entirely missed with. Aha! But we'll hit with this one. Except we won't. That's a shame. We're going to have to go in and take care of you, aren't we? There we go. We keep missing, which is not good because we need all these arrows. Fortunately, we were able to hit with that one. And this one here. And then we'll hit with this one. There are a lot of dead serpents in here. There are only going to be more of them if more appear. Let's grab this arrow, and that arrow, and that arrow, and I think we're done. I think we are. Oh wait, there are even more of them. Haha. Let's just mark here that there are lots of serpents and move on, shall we? Lots of serpents. Excellent. Time to head this way now, down this corridor. Any enemies here? No? What about here? There is a locked door. Do we have the key to unlock it? The answer is maybe. No, that does not unlock it. What about this key? Nope. And this key? Also no. All the keys that we'd used before are now useless to us. Any enemies down here? There may be. This looks a little bit familiar, in the sense that I've probably seen it on the Afri orb. Let's just have a look, shall we? Any enemies around this corner? Ah yes, there's one enemy there and two enemies there. Now I remember. Time to get those arrows ready. Excellent. Step a little bit further forward. A little bit further forward. A little bit further forward. You can see one enemy there. If we step further forward... Aha! You're going to come this way. And we throw one arrow at you, and you're not going to move any further forward. That's not a good idea, because we can just keep throwing things at you, and eventually you'll die. We could see you there. You may be there, but that's okay, because you're not going to move anymore. But you will move if we do that. Aha! Have another arrow! And have another arrow. Excellent. You'll notice that these Shaga didn't drop any healing items. All they dropped was swords. They're gonna stop dropping useful things very quickly. Some of them will still drop some useful items. And there's one Shaga here that we just have to do this to so that it will come this way. One arrow and a second one for absolutely no charge. This one drops something a little bit more useful. You can see here that there are a few healing items. Marvellous, and we also missed something there. Ah, another sword. We'll add that to the other 26 that we already have, and move on. This way, down this corridor. And here is a sign.
Sewer access.
We're going to need to use this access later. Right now we can't actually do anything with it because we don't have the key. And so, onwards we go. Here is some dirt. This dirt has nothing in it. Round this corner, seems to be nothing. There's a door, though. Let's try and use that orb. Oh, Orb of Afri, reveal to me what is through here. The answer is 4 Shaga. That's a lot of Shaga. 2 of them are just standing there. Can we throw an arrow at you? We can throw them pretty far. Aha! We can. We can at least kill one of you. Have at thee! You really should have done something about that. Like moved. We'll step here, throw an arrow there, and another one! Ha-ha! You're also dead. But we know that there is another pair of them around the corner. Right there, being very sneaky. That's okay, we can thin the ranks by moving forward and then back. Ha-ha! And that arrow actually hit that Shaga twice. I'm not sure how that worked, but it did. Which means that we don't have to deal with 2 of them now. All we need to do is deal with 1. This one. Excellent. And that one is also dead. We managed to deal with 4 Shaga without taking a single hit. It's quite good if you ask me. Nothing there or there. What about this pile of dirt? Aha. There are some darts here. We could always do with more of them. Nothing there or there. Or here, or here. Still, defeating 4 enemies, always a good thing. Let's move on, shall we? Down this corridor a little bit more. Here is another door. This door is not locked. Any enemies in here? Doesn't seem like it. Oh, Orb, reveal to me that which is hidden. Alternatively, just show me where the enemies are. That'd be good. There are no enemies in here. Nothing at all in here, apparently. That is suspicious. There's a skull. This is very suspicious. Nothing in here at all, apparently. Oh well, time to just, grab this then. A healing root. Nope. Nothing at all. Oh wait! There is something! There are lots of enemies, and we're just going to run away from them. Aha! The enemies appeared after we grabbed things. Flee, Drake, flee! Through the door! And we took a few hits, which is unfortunate. 3 Shaga. That's alright though, there's soon only going to be 1 of them. Have an arrow! Free of charge. You're going to keep it? That's fine, I have more of them. Like that one there. Would you like an arrow as well, one on the right? You don't get a say in it, by the way. You're going to get an arrow. You're going to get another arrow too. Excellent. And you helpfully decide to move to the middle of the corridor just to get more arrows. You don't want to feel left out, that's it, isn't it? Don't worry, arrows for everyone. Let's go and grab all of the things here that were dropped. 3 of the swords, a few healing roots, and all of the arrows that I threw at them. And you'll wonder why my throwing skill isn't any better than it already is. Missile is only at 1. It'll get better. As time goes on, it will improve. Was there anything else in here? There was! Another gem. We can always do with more of them. We've already explored a fair bit of this floor, but there's a lot more to go. We have to go down the other stairs to get access to the rest of the level. And so, we will do so next time, after having a look at that small area that I haven't yet explored. There's one tiny little area over here. Any other enemies that I need to deal with? The answer is maybe, because this goes down here. I think the other area, the other stairs that you go down, leads to the self-contained area. There is quite a lot to this level yet to explore. There's also down there that I haven't explored yet. There's basically a lot to look at. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to continue exploring the second level of the ruins of Stonekeep. I may only have 38 health, but that should be more than enough for what I need to do here. After all, we don't want to keep going back to that fountain and healing up all the time. It's quite a journey after all. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later.